So we just got set up here, Skidaway Island State Park, close to Savannah, Georgia. Beautiful, beautiful place. A little windy here, but not near as windy as it would be if we were out in the open. I feel like we've had some bad luck the last 2 trips.
Can't get away from that wind.
Yeah, it'll be kind of warm, and then as soon as we decide to go camping, it's cold and windy. But
like, oh, you want to freeze outside? Yeah. Great, camping trip, done.
Thankfully, this is very, very wooded, and so we're not feeling a lot of wind here.
Right.
Good shade. Probably not going to even use the awning this weekend. We did really good. Got here. It's a 4-hour drive. Left at 8 this morning. Got here a little after 12. It's 2:30 now. Already set up.
Okay.
Ty, come here. Let me show you.
Sword. It's a wood
You want to show everybody?
The kids have already met friends.
Which is good.
Yeah, they sought them out and basically forced them to come down here and play with them. So, you know. Beautiful
campground. Got here set up early on a Thursday. Gonna be here till Sunday. Weather's supposed to be nice and cool, not too cold.
Yep.
I gotta go grab some firewood. And
of course.
Always gotta have a fire. Y'all stay tuned. We want to show you how beautiful this place is and all the fun stuff to do around here.
Good deal.
I got some baby back ribs here. We'll dry them off before we season them up. And try to get this membrane off of them here. They're a little more tender when you can
I just need to know if that knife is clean.
This knife? Yeah. Oh, always carry a clean knife.
Yeah, I'm sure you totally sanitize it right when you get done with this.
Yeah.
What you got going on, Titus?
Get a banana.
Here we go.
Oh, let's see. Hold on.
Let me show you. It's a little trick in cooking baby back ribs. Works better if they're dry, but take that, pull that off of there like that, and be nice and tender that way.
Does that membrane make it harder?
It just makes it kind of a little tougher on the back end there. You don't have to do it, but I like.
Let me see it. What it looks like. Oh, it's gross.
Yeah, it's kind of gross looking. So that's it. Pull it off. Make them a little more tender that way. So we'll do a little more over the fire cooking tonight. I got myself some ribs here. The boys got some boneless pork chops for them. These pork chops ain't gonna take long. They'll be ready in just a second. Ribs, we kind of just been letting them go low and slow. Get a nice little crust on the bottom there. They'll probably take at least another hour or so, but we just take our time with them. We'll have these so the boys don't get too hungry. Well, it got pretty chilly last night. It wasn't that cold when we went to bed, but man, the temperatures dropped. It's about 32, 33 this morning, and I wasn't too cold sleeping last night. I sleep in jogging pants and long sleeve shirt when it's really cold. Heater in the camper works pretty good, but Brooklyn kept waking up saying she was freezing. This morning she realized she'd left one of the windows down in the camper. That's why it got so cold in there. The poor kids, they're bad about throwing the covers off themselves as they sleep, so they were cold too. Note to self, always check the windows before you go to bed. But we're about to get some breakfast going on the Blackstone here. I believe it's going to be bacon and egg sandwiches this morning.
Go right here.
I got my bags packed, timeline on track. My winter coat stuck in the closet way back. I won't be needing that. I won't be needing that. I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high, hit the coastline in the sunshine.
So we've been over here at Skidaway Island State Park for a few days now. Had a good time so far, right?
So fun. I love it here. People on my Facebook keep picking on me saying, you say every park's your favorite. Legit, this is my favorite though, so far.
This your favorite.
This is my favorite.
We'll see when the final rating comes out if it really is your favorite. I'll let you rate this one since you like it so much.
Oh, thank you. Okay, good deal. Good deal.
We've had a good time here. Good bit of stuff to do. We've done a lot of hiking.
Yes.
I feel like each day, Friday and today's Saturday, we went on at least a mile hike. Friday was probably closer to 2 miles.
I feel like I was over 2, but maybe I'm just saying that to make myself feel better.
Lots of good wildlife to see here. Deer.
Deer, so pretty.
Right before dark, you got to walk far to see some deer walking around.
Right.
They're not shy. There's an owl not far from our campsite up in the trees that will kind of start hooting right at dark, and then I've heard him, I've been out here putting the fire out 11 o'clock or so in here, so that's kind of neat.
The most beautiful views of the marsh you've ever seen.
Yep.
So gorgeous.
Yeah, you can walk right down here, but you got to walk through a little bit of brush, but walk right down there and see the marsh. Nice lookouts. What's interesting about this place is, like, if you drive outside the state park, it's kind of a hoity-toity little island town, and like you would never know this was back here.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of Savannah's islands are like that, though. I mean, we're on an island.
Yeah.
Right off of Savannah, so I think that all of island life is like that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're right. It's nestled. Like right before you get into the gate for here is a gated community directly to the left.
Yeah, that's what one of our friends was telling us. There's a really nice gated community right past here called The Landing, where a bunch of affluent people that work in Savannah live there, evidently. But
it's funny for you to bring that up. Like, okay.
Well, it's just like you would never know this place was here. There's a little sign that says Skidaway State Park, but it's just kind of tucked away. I won't say like it's in the middle of a town, but it's not like, some of the places we go where you're driving through the boonies to get there.
Right, and once you're back here, you feel like you're in the boonies.
Yeah.
Like, you don't hear any traffic, all you see is nature everywhere. It's so shaded. These are the most, if you've been to Savannah at all, they have these beautiful oak trees. Down here, Spanish moss everywhere, which I've always been told to be scared of because of red bugs, but once you get older and you know how to play in it, it's beautiful just to look at. So it's just everywhere you turn, it's so pretty, I feel like.
Yeah. This has been one of our smoother trips as far as everything going pretty well. I don't want to jinx us before we leave.
What do you mean?
Well, the kids have done great.
We've worn them out.
Yeah, we've worn them out. But I feel like the more we go, I don't know if it's them getting older, the more we go, the more they kind of know the drill. And not that it's a drill by any means, but they kind of understand what's going on. And with kids, any kind of sudden changes throws them off. But I think they've gotten used to it, and they get excited about going.
Poor Abram, he was falling asleep earlier, and he goes, "We have to leave tomorrow, don't we?" And I said, literally 2 seconds later, he was asleep, and that was the last thought he had, and I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I feel that way, too. Every time we start packing our stuff up the night before, I get kind of melancholy, like, oh. And I don't know if it's just, back to the real world. Gotta go to work tomorrow, whatever.
Yeah, the last couple trips we've been on, we've done a better job of kind of getting a lot of the stuff packed up the night before we leave, so there's not that much to do in the morning. We can go and get out of here. It's a 4-hour drive back home, but it's supposed to start raining around lunch, so I like to not drive with the camper in the rain as much as possible.
Right, I understand that. So let's talk about some of the things we did beside the trails. Are you going to talk about the trails a little bit more?
Sure.
Here. So there are multiple trails that you can do here. They all interconnect in some way or fashion. So it's sort of like, those books where you used to get to pick your ending. This is like, pick the length of your trail. So you could take a 5-mile loop. If you're sort of added up all the trails, you could do a 3-mile. There's just 1 mile interconnecting. And they all go through different parts of, forest, I guess is what you call it. But it's just beautiful. Just to see so many different types of trees, birds, the marsh, at a gorgeous observation deck that we were able to look over, and it's just breathtaking to just, see all that. And I don't know if it's just, I'm just had a better appreciation of nature or what it is, but it's just so beautiful. You know, all that God's made, and it's just breathtaking. And I've already said that, but it's just really blown away by it. They have a new building here too for their office, and it is jam up.
It is jam up. If you look at you see the old one they were in, and the new one they built looks really nice. They haven't quite done with it. They're a little slacking on actual camping supplies. It's kind of a bunch of novelty items and knickknacks in there. But once they get the game up, the camping supplies, they didn't have any firewood, so I had to run up to the Kroger get firewood. But I got the feeling they're going to get their game together.
She said they had just moved here on Wednesday, and that's whenever we came in on Thursday. So it looked good to only be in there a day.
It did. It did.
But another great thing is they have bike rentals here. So my bike, something's happened to it. We just haven't had time to take it to the bike shop. And it was so nice to be able to, you know, rent a bicycle and have that option here, because not all parks have that.
Yeah, really good bike riding around this place. Me and the boys did a couple loops today, riding around, seeing all the campers and stuff. So we did the trails here, and then we also went to this, I don't know if you call it, what you call it? This place
it's a state park.
Yeah, called Wormslow. You can't camp there, but they got trails and stuff. It's this historic thing. One of the first settlers to this area, where his estate was or whatever.
What, 1773?
Yeah, his name was Noble Jones, I believe.
Something like that.
Something like that. Anyway, that was really nice. Really good trails there, really good views. So we went and walked around that. That was a good time.
They had like a history teller in the back. He was showing you how to load a muzzle and sort of what they would have said during that time. And it reminded me a lot of the Agorama. I don't know if anybody's ever been to that who's watching, but they had the black shop and just showed you exactly sort of what their homes would have looked like and how they would have built fences, and it's really neat. Abram was extremely disappointed that he didn't get to shoot that gun. He said, well, I'm ready to go then. I said, oh, okay. Well,
if you're in this area, definitely go check out that little Wormslow place. It's not far from the state park here.
It's beautiful.
And it's worth the trip. The kind of the little schedule we had both days of doing a good trail walk in the morning and coming back and letting them take a nap, that seemed to work out pretty good. We might try to repeat that in the future.
Abram didn't get a nap today, so that's why he was asleep so early.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
it has been chilly in here. Like if you go out into the main part of Savannah or just outside of the state park where it's not as shaded, it's I swear it's 10-15 degrees cooler. Way back in here when under all the shade, it has been cold. It got down to 32 one night, but it's been in the 50s during the day. It don't
matter. It feels like 37 when it says 50. It's because it's so shaded and you're still getting some moisture and wind off of that marsh.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just keep picking, like, the boys are like, I'm freezing. I said, oh my goodness, me too. But tonight it's nice. You could sit out here for sure. But
this will probably be the last cold camping trip we have for a while, I imagine. So
kind of glad about that.
We'll be complaining about being too hot before too long.
We'll be parking her for a little bit when it gets too warm, for sure.
But anyway, we've had a great time here so far, and we'll be sure to do an official review on an upcoming video, give you an official score, and give you a little more breakdown about the pluses and minuses. Not hardly any minuses really, but all the good pluses about Skidaway Island State Park. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell so you get notified every time we come out with a new video. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.